Hi friends, welcome back to Dragon Age 2. If you need a recap of where we are, well, 3 years have passed. We've gone from just scraping by and basically being a person of no renown to living in a mansion wearing silk clothes and fancy slippers, and the Viscount himself personally requesting our assistance. So the expeditions in the deep roads truly changed our life forever. Apparently we made so much money down there that this is where we live now. So, it has been 3 years, and apparently in 3 years, Hawk has accumulated a lot of mail. Look at all these letters. So let's start today's episode by going through all these letters. Presumably they're going to give us a bunch of quests, so bear with me here as we sort through these. First up is a letter called Night Terrors. Greetings, I hope this letter finds you well. I've often thought of you in these past 3 years. Without your kindness, my Fainriel would have been long since sold to slavers. Instead, he has thrived and begun to master his magic. But now his nightmares have caught up with him, and neither the Keeper nor the First Enchanter know how to help. I don't know where else to turn. Please, come to my house in the Alienage. I will be waiting to speak with you. Thank you again for the compassion you have shown Fainriel in the past. Sincerely yours, Ariani. So that'll be a continuation of something we started 3 years ago. Next up is the Underground Railroad. Many people in the city owe you their lives, and I am one of them. When my friends and I were cornered by the Templars, you helped us escape. Over the years, most Starkhaven apostates have been captured. But thanks to the help of many people, I have remained free. You've done so much for the apostates. If you are moved to do more, contact Mistress Selby near the docks. She knows of many ways you could save more lives. Forever in your debt, Terry of Starkhaven. Again, we're seeing how things have come from quests that we did in Act 1, so that's kind of cool. Accept that one as well. Next up is Forbidden Knowledge. Sarah Hawk. Years past, I fell into wickedness and was swept up in the mad ambitions of the blood mage Tyrone. You spared my life at the Blooming Rose, and for many months I wished you had killed me. But I found the Maker's light in my deepest despair, and I now seek absolution. Tyrone wrote many tomes containing dark secrets she'd learned from the Fade. She protected them with demons forged into their very bindings. You must find and destroy these tomes, lest others follow her dark path. I wish I could help you, but the Templars never let me leave my cell. I can only send my prayers. Iduna. A note from Fainriel. We heard from his mom earlier, now we got one from him. To Hawk, life with the Dalish hasn't been easy. Keeper Marathari tries her best, but I don't know what else she can do for me. The younger elves won't accept me, and I often hear them whispering behind my back. The elders have more discretion, but I can see it in their eyes. They're afraid of me. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Sometimes it feels like you're the only person I can trust. Oh, that's really sad. Okay, we definitely gotta go visit Fainriel and see if we can help him out. Feeling inadequate? Oh, I think this might be junk mail. Flag flying at half-mast? Does your soldier not stand to attention? Does your dwarf shy away from the deep roads? Come to Jorman's Apothecary and ask for our special sauce. Wow, okay. Keep that in mind. Messer Hawk, I feel I must apologize. You did what you had to when you turned Kelder over to the guards. You saved my daughter and I should have been more thankful. Leah has been difficult. We left Kirkwall behind, but my poor girl now thinks every man is a monster in disguise. I fear she may never get past this. In your debt, Elrin. Oh, that's interesting. So this was the quest that had to do with the Viscount's son, remember? He's a bit insane. It's good to know Elrin has forgiven us, but poor Leah. There was not much we could do in that situation. That was a really tough situation. A message from Price. Sarah, I'm glad to hear that Athenril took no vengeance on you for helping me. I surely would have died in her service. My sisters are both maids now, and I've proven myself an able shepherd and have been granted 2 ewes of my own to start a flock. I heard you've made a name for yourself in Kirkwall. My hopes for your continued success. Oh, that's so nice! So if you remember, just before we left for the deep roads, we helped out. He was literally a kid. He was 15 years old from Ferelden. He was working for Athenril, and we were like, get out of here, we'll deal with Athenril, you go start a new life. And it looks like he did. He started his own flock. I love this. I'm absolutely loving getting all these updates from these people we met. This is great. Ooh, a strangely official looking letter. Dear Sir or Madam, I am Lord Akim Falk of Starkhaven. I have faith in the Maker and Andraste, his beloved prophet, that I must bring this matter of urgent business to you. Years ago, I served the office of seneschal to the royal family of Starkhaven. Sadly, they have been deposed, ousted by a foul usurper. I represent His Royal Highness, Prince Corbinian Vale, the true heir to the throne. With your help, maker willing, we will see him wear the crown of Starkhaven once more. His Highness had a fortune of 11,000 sovereigns locked away in the vaults of the Royal Bank of Antiva. With access to this fortune, he can raise an army to retake the throne, but it is too dangerous for His Highness to simply withdraw the funds himself. This is where we require your assistance and discretion. Simply send me the details of an open bank account in Kirkwall, and I will arrange that the funds are transferred to you. Some more junk mail. Right away, when he said Prince Corbinian Vale, I was like, wait a minute. But we met the Starkhaven heir, Sebastian Vale, and then I got further and further in, and I got to the bank account, and yeah. That's good. A strange letter from Lothering. Hawk, heard you lot got to the free marches. Don't know why you'd bother, but I suppose it's better than Orlais. They got spiders up there? Big ones? Couldn't swing a dead cat round here without hitting a giant spider, but the blight drove him off. Maker. Dark days ahead. Mark my words. A man can't even cover his blighted land with poisonous traps. From someone named Old Barlin that I guess we knew back in Lothering. This is a note addressed to Gamlin. Oh, Uncle Gamlin. Gamlin Amel, payment is now 2 months late, Sirrah. Interest accrues, as you are well aware. You will find yourself barred from our establishments unless payment is made. Think. No better card sharper numbers runner in Kirkwall will deal with you. Certainly hope this matter is attended to before steps are taken. Oh, good. Okay. Uncle Gamlin is in debt again. They're sending the letters to my house. Lovely. Looks like we have another message from Leandra. From Lothering. This one is to Leandra, our mother. I hope you and the children are holding up. I'm so sorry about Carver. I remember the dear boy helping me trap rats in the cellar. The blight has taken too much from us. Thank the Maker for the hero of Ferelden and the Grey Wardens. Things are slowly getting back to normal in most parts of the country, but Lothering is gone for good. We had hoped to rebuild there, but the blight poisoned the land. It'll take decades for the earth to recover. It may never. Redcliffe is a nice place. I'm starting to see it as home. The village saw some trouble during the blight, but it's recovering. Perhaps you could visit sometime. Please write me again, my dear. I wish to hear about your life in Kirkwall. Send my regrets and fond regards to the children. Your friend, Miriam. And last but not least, family letters. Dear Garrett, I hope this letter finds you well. My time in the circle has been bearable, even after the Templars made a point of putting me through the harrowing as soon as I arrived. They thought I was at risk of possession or running away like father. Glad it's over with. I've started mentoring apprentices. I enjoy time with the children, teaching them basic spells. One of them, Ella, has taken a shine to me. Adorable. Life's not perfect here, mind you. The Templars are mostly polite, and I know they're just doing their jobs, but some hold extreme views. There's one creep named Sir Ulrich who likes harassing mages, but I'll steer clear of him. I'm doing fine. Please don't worry about me. With love, Bethany. I love Bethany. She's great. I'm so sad she's not going to be in our party anymore. But I'm happy to hear she's doing well. Alright, so as you can see, a bunch of quests are popping up right now, so we'll have to take a look at those. Also, Aveline is here.
Did you ever run the wilds, boy? Kirkwall is no city for a breed used to open spaces. Nice as your estate is, it's not healthy for a Mabari to be cooped up.
You should have seen him cooped up in Lowtown.
Time to time. He could help train my guards.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I'm sure he'll enjoy that. Thanks for the offer.
Hear that, Muffin? You get to go on a field trip.
I think it's time they face down a good old Mabari charge. How about it, boy? Want to chew on some recruits?
Yeah, I do. Sounds great. Alright. So, Muffin's gonna go with Aveline sometimes. Does Mom have anything to say?
I've been wondering if I shouldn't remarry.
Oh.
I'm sure the last thing you need is your mother watching over your shoulder every time you come home. But perhaps there is still life once your children have outgrown you.
I mean, I want you to be happy.
You've been through a lot. You deserve any joy you can find.
Thank you, love. No one could ever replace your father. But it is refreshing to think I could still be courted at this age.
I mean, go for it, Mom. Just don't get any gold diggers, okay? Get a nice guy. Or gal. Whoever you're looking for. Alright, so if we head to our journal, we got a ton of quests here now. Companion quests, secondary quests, side quests. Quests out the wazoo. So, first of all, let's just leave here, and then we'll go from there. Oh, wait. First we have a Thetis calendar. For most good folk, the details of our calendar have little purpose. It is useful only for telling them when the Summer Day Festival will be held, when the snows are expected to begin, and when the harvest must be complete. The naming of the years are a matter for historians and tacksmen, and few, if pressed, could even tell you the reason that our current age is named after dragons. It is 930 Dragon Age, the 30th year of the 9th age since the crowning of the Chantry's first divine. Each age is exactly 100 years, with the next age's name chosen in the 99th year. The scholars in Val Royeaux advise the Chantry of portents seen in that 99th year, and Chantry authorities pore over the research for months before the divine announces the name of the imminent age. The name is said to be an omen of what is to come, of what the people of Thedas will face for the next 100 years. The current age was not meant to be the Dragon Age. Throughout the last months of the Blessed Age, the Chantry was preparing to declare the Sun Age, named for the symbol of the Orlesian Empire, which at that time sprawled over much of the south of Thedas and controlled both Ferelden and what is now Navarra. It was to be a celebration of Orlesian imperial glory. But as the rebellion in Ferelden reached a head and the Battle of River Dane was about to begin, a peculiar event occurred, a rampage, the rising of a dreaded High Dragon. Dragons had been thought practically extinct since the days of the Navarran dragon hunts, and they say that to see this great beast rise from the Frostbacks was both majestic and terrifying. As the rampage began and the High Dragon decimated the countryside in its search for food, the elderly divine Faustine II abruptly declared the Dragon Age. Some say the divine was declaring support for Orlais in the battle against Ferelden, since the dragon is an element of the Dufayel family heraldry, blah blah blah, sorry, tongue-tied there, of King Megran, the so-called usurper king of Ferelden. Be that as it may, the High Dragon's rampage turned towards the Orlesian side of the Frostback Mountains, killing hundreds and sending thousands more fleeing to the northern coast. The Ferelden rebels won the Battle of River Dane, ultimately securing their independence. Many thus think that the Dragon Age will come to represent a time of violent and dramatic change for all of Thedas. It remains to be seen. That was actually very interesting. You wouldn't think, information about the calendar would be that interesting, but learning that each age is how it's named and stuff, I thought that was rather cool lore, so. Alright, with that, we will head on out. Already we get to add people to our party, but we cannot add Bethany. Which is really sad, and what that means for us practically is that we basically need Anders in the party. Because we need a healer. Unfortunately, Meryl isn't a very good healer. She doesn't really spec for a healer, and no one else is a mage, and a healer is obviously very essential to the party, so I don't love Anders, honestly. I'm kind of meh on him, but we have to take him with us. And then I want to take Fenris, because I think Fenris is cool. So then our third party slot is open. So I think at this point I'm actually going to take Isabella. Because we've had no time at all with Isabella. So let's put her in the party and catch up with her a little bit. Now, we have so many places to go to. Can we just go to Hightown and walk around a bit, maybe? See what we stumble upon.
You should really post some guards outside your estate, considering all the trouble you get into.
Honestly, not a bad idea. I'll consider it, Fenris.
Is Anders there? Can I speak to Anders?
You can stop yelling. It's always me.
Oh, good. I didn't want to talk to that other guy. You know, the stick in the mud.
He can still hear you. Justice and I are one. Anyway, you wanted to talk to me?
Not really. I just wanted to make sure it was you.
Okay, then. So, by the looks of things, Hightown hasn't really changed over the years. Looks about the same as ever. Here in the Dwarven Quarter, though, we have a quest from this guy, Yevon.
You! This is your fault!
What, me?
You and that blighter, Varric Tethras.
What did we do?
You'll be the end of my boys.
Have we met?
I don't even know who you are.
Yevon, member in good standing of the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Not that it really matters to people like you.
What exactly did I do?
You'll have to be more specific. A lot of things are my fault.
My sons are lost in the deep roads because of stories about you. Your sodding glory and treasure.
Don't you dare blame him. We both know this was Iwan's
Thank
doing.
you, random elven
If
lady.
you want to keep your job, shut your mouth, woman.
Be nice to her.
Your boys are grown men. It was their own decision.
This is going to require an explanation.
What exactly were they trying to do?
It may be my fault, Monsieur. I've told them all the stories about you.
You're the only one who knows where they went. They were following the path of your expedition. Please help me find them. Don't let my boys die down there.
Tell me more about what happened.
Your sons made an expedition into the deep roads. Did anyone go with them?
They went alone, the fools. Just my 3 boys against every darkspawn in the deep roads.
I won as Yevon's middle son. The whole thing was his idea. Emrys and Merrin were just following his lead. The greedy bastard didn't want to hire anyone else if it meant he had to share the spoils.
Sounds familiar.
I thought coming to the surface meant I would never have to face losing my sons to the darkspawn.
Alright, I'll do it.
I'll do everything in my power to bring your sons home.
Why do I keep making friends with people who want to spend all their free time in the bloody deep roads?
Thank you, Messer. Those boys are my life. They entered the deep roads using the same passage you did. Please find them. I will see you rewarded for your efforts.
Alright, just when we thought that we had left the deep roads behind us, we're heading out on a little rescue mission. So that seems like a good enough first quest for us to do. We'll
Excuse me,
head
sir.
back into some familiar territory here in the deep roads. Which, here we go, this is how we get there. Oh, we've been ambushed! The Tevinter slavers have finally caught up with Fenris.
Hunters.
Stop right there! You are in possession of stolen property. Back away from the slave now and you'll be spared.
He's not a slave.
Fenris is a free man!
I won't repeat myself. Back away from the slave now!
I am not your slave!
You tell him, Fenris. Alright, I gotta protect my man. Get out of here, slavers. You will not have Fenris. Not before I get a chance to have him first, but oh my god. Fenris, your master, your former master, was clearly a guy with a lot of money, because he is sending a lot of mercenaries after you. Holy moly, I didn't think they'd ever end. Oh, that one's still alive.
Where is he?
Please, don't kill me.
Tell me!
I don't know. I don't know, I swear. Adriana brought us. She's at the holding caves north of the city. I can show you the way.
No need. I know which ones you speak of.
Then let me go. I beg you. I swear
You chose the wrong master.
Oh, alright.
Hadriana. I was a fool to think I was free. They'll never let me be.
Who is Hadriana?
This is someone you know?
My old master's apprentice. I remember her well. A sniveling social climber that would sell her own children if she thought it would please Daenerys. If she's here, it's at his bidding. He knew he wouldn't let this go.
Alright, let's go after them.
They need to be stopped before this goes any further.
The holding caves held slaves in the old times, but apparently they are no longer abandoned. We must go quickly, before Hadriana has a chance to prepare, or flee.
Alright, we'll head there right now, after we take all the loot from the slavers' bodies. So, we've got a stop to make before we head to the deep roads. We're gonna go up here to the holding caves first, and see if this Hadriana is there. So far, I don't see anyone. I do see some Embrium, though, which looks like a very pretty flower. A new crafting resource. Sick. Oh, and here are the slavers. Found you! Man, these slavers are actually really tough. There's so many of them, and they're generally very tough. I think the difficulty has increased now in Act 2, which makes sense. The game should only get harder as we go, because presumably we're also leveling up, but I can feel a difference. Although maybe that's because we don't have Sweet Bethany in our party anymore. Rest in peace, Beth. The best sister ever. Yeah, this dude didn't just send, like, a couple people to capture Fenris. He sent a literal army, a small army. That is how much he wants Fenris back. Which is pretty wild. Look, they're still coming. They're just pouring out of the caves back here. Honestly, Fenris, you should be kind of impressed. Clearly, you're very valuable if he's sending this many guys after you. Take it as a compliment, you know?
We must be careful. There were many such holdings once, especially in the mountains where individual slavers kept private pens. They were designed to protect against raids by fellow slavers. No doubt it's why Hadriana chose this place.
Raids by fellow slavers?
Do slavers attack each other often?
They did. What better way to find slaves than to steal them?
Fair enough, I guess. Not like those guys have very high morals.
But they still exist.
Alright, we'll find her, Fenris.
Hadriana won't escape us.
Let's hope this isn't a waste of time.
Pick up the money on the slaver mage's body and then into the abandoned slaver den. Oh, we get to switch up our party for going in here. I'm gonna keep the same one though.
They're still here. Good.
Excellent. This does not look like just a regular cave. This is straight up dwarven ruins. Have we intersected with the deep roads here? Oh dear. Blood sacrifice.
See for yourself. The legacy of the Magisters.
Blood magic.
In a society where mages rule, they find many ways to justify their need for power.
Lovely. I'm sure this Hadriana will be charming and definitely willing to chat. Oh, is that a slave back there? Well, I'm glad we're here to help. Hang on a moment, ma'am, while I murder these slavers. I'll be right there to assist you. Garrett Hawk, Slayers. Slaver Slayer. The name's so cool, it's even hard to say. Slaver Slayer. I like it. It's hard to say, but I like it. No, open the door, guys! There's slavers back there! We must slay them!
Are you hurt?
There we go.
Did they touch you?
They've been killing everyone. They cut Papa, bled him.
Oh dear.
Why? Why would they do this?
Blood magic, I
It's a demon
guess.
at work. By this point, there's nothing human left inside.
The Magister. She said she needed power, that someone was coming to kill her.
I mean, at least she knew we were coming.
We tried to be good. We did everything we were told. She loved Papa's soup. I don't understand.
Where is Hadriana?
Is the Magister still here?
I think so. The Magister said they were to prepare for battle. I think she's very frightened.
She has every reason to be.
Please don't hurt her. She'll be so angry if you hurt her.
I'm sorry.
This has been terrible for you.
Everything was fine until today.
It wasn't. You just didn't know any better.
Are you my master now?
No.
But I can cook. I can clean. What else will I do?
Why don't you come work for me? I have a mansion now.
If you go to Kirkwall, I can help you.
Yes? Oh, praise the Maker. Thank you.
I didn't realize you were in the market for a slave.
No, I'm gonna pay her.
I gave her a job, Fenris.
Ah, then that's good. My apologies. Let's
Don't jump the gun, Fenris. I'm not a bad guy. Adriana, are you in here? Oh, yes, you are. Hi. I see you've got some guys with you, but are you actually a demon at this point is the real question I want to know. At the very least, you've done a lot of blood magic, so you're probably very powerful. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. There's more guys coming up from behind. I'm coming! Good strategy coming from behind to pin the healer. Can't knock the strategy. Alright. Back to Adriana. Ow! Oh my god, these slavers are literally crawling out of the wood. Oh no, they're shades. I was gonna say, where did those slavers come from? They appeared out of nowhere, but I mean, shades can do that. That makes way more sense. Alright. Yeah, this is not just a standard encounter. This girl means business. She is summoning reinforcements. Corpses are rising up out of the ground. Slavers are here. Oh dear, Anders is down. We have no healing. Can we finish her off, guys? Come on. Woo! Down she goes with a double backstab for me.
Stop! You do not want me dead!
There is only one person I want dead more.
I have information, Elf, and I will trade it in return for my life.
Ha! The location of Denarius. What good will that do me? I'd rather he lose his pet pupil.
You have a sister. She is alive.
Plot twist.
You wish to reclaim your life? Let me go, and I will tell you where she is.
You could be lying.
How do we know you're even telling the truth?
You don't. But I knew Fenris, and I knew what he's searching for. If he wants me to betray Denarius, he'll have to pay for it.
I mean, it's up to you, Fenris.
This is your call.
So I have your word. I tell you, and you let me go.
Yes, you have my word.
Her name is Verania. She is in Carinus, serving a magister by the name of Ehrman.
A servant, not a slave.
She's not a slave.
Oh?
I believe you.
Oh! So much for his word.
We are done here.
Are you alright?
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
This could be a trap. Denarius could have sent Hadriana here to tell me about this sister. Even if he didn't, trying to find her would still be suicide. Denarius has to know about her.
Don't get mad at me, dude. I know there's a lot of emotions right now.
But all that matters is I finally got to crush this bitch's heart. May she rot, and all the other mages with her.
And here I thought you were unreasonable.
I'm sorry, Fenris.
Maybe we should leave.
No, I don't want you comforting me.
Ugh.
You saw what was done here. There's always going to be some reason.
He's quite the
some
tough
excuse
nut to
why mages
crack,
need do
isn't he?
this. Even if I found my sister, who knows what the Magisters have done to her? What has magic touched that it doesn't spoil? I need to go.
Poor Fenris. He has a lot of emotions to work through. We're trying our best to comfort him, but he's just pushing us away. I understand he's mad at mages. I totally understand it. It's totally justified. But I'm just hoping that him spending time with me will show that not all mages are like the awful magisters in Tevinter. But regardless, it looks like Fenris has left us, so we're gonna have to tread back as a party of 3. Alright, well, I'd like to progress on to the deep roads. I guess Fenris isn't coming with us. Maybe we can update our party when we get there? Let's hope. I'd rather not go in with just 3, but let's see. Okay, nope, it is just us 3, so that's not gonna work for right now, so let's leave. I guess we'll go back to my house and then gather my party there. It looks like, actually, I think Fenris might be waiting to talk to me at our house. Let's pop back there.
I've been thinking about what happened with Hadriana. I took out my anger on you, undeservedly so. I was not myself. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you for the apology. That's nice. I was worried about you.
I had no idea where you went. I was concerned.
I needed to be alone. When I was still a slave, Hadriana was a torment. She would ridicule me, deny my meals, pound my sleep. Because of her status, I was powerless to respond, and she knew it. The thought of her slipping out of my grasp now. I couldn't let her go. I wanted to, but I couldn't.
You wanted to?
What do you mean?
This hate. I thought I'd gotten away from it. But it dogs me no matter where I go. To feel it again. To know it was they who planted it inside me. It was too much to bear. But I didn't come here to burden you further.
It's not a burden.
We're friends, Fenris.
I'm not certain I know what that is.
Poor guy. Again, just literally so troubled. Alright, maybe we'll leave him to sort of get his thoughts together, and let's take Aveline out as our tank instead. We'll take Aveline, Anders, and Varric. Let's switch up the party one more time. And now we're gonna head to the Deep Roads to find those missing kids. Alright, so here we are, back in the Deep Roads. Feels like just yesterday we were here, earning our family fortune. And lo and behold, there's some dark spawns. Let's take those out, and hopefully the kids won't be too far behind them. I say kids, presumably they're adults, but, you know, it was their dad who sent me to find them, so I think it's okay if I call them kids. How old do you guys think Hawk is? I feel like Hawk's like maybe 34? At this point, especially because there was a time skip, and it's been a few years. Maybe when it started he was like late 20s and now he's early 30s. What do you think? Would you guys agree with that? I'm sure he probably has a canon age, but...
Trapped in a cave with hungry bears right at the spring thaw.
That lets him off too easy. Dipped in molten gold and left as a statue in the Viscount's keep.
Ooh, that's poetic.
What are you two talking about?
What to do to Bartrand when I find him.
Any suggestions?
Oh. Okay,
Are you one of Yevon's
hi.
sons?
Master Hawk? Please help me.
What's
My
happening?
brother, Merrin. Iwan locked him in with the Darkspawn.
What is up with Dwarven brothers betraying each other in the Deep
Left
Roads?
me here and bolted for that passage. He's gone mad. All he cares about is that damned sword.
What sword?
Last time I was here, we picked this place clean. What's your brother looking for?
Iwan called it the Heart Drinker. He says it's the masterwork of an ancient smith from this Tig. He bought a book from one of the Orzammar caravans. It had the location of the sword. Or at least to the golems who guard it.
This sounds familiar.
Another greedy dwarf. You think he took lessons from Bartrand?
Maybe, but greed is hardly exclusive to dwarves.
Oh, I wasn't saying it was.
Coming.
Just familiar for me.
Obsessed with that thing. He wouldn't tell us about the sword, but I never imagined he'd leave us to rot.
This is getting just a little too familiar, isn't it?
That's what I said.
Please. I don't want my brother to be eaten by those monsters.
I'll save him.
I'll do my best. Go back to your father, and I'll find you when I'm done.
He's on the other side of that wall. You need to find a way to reach him. Please, come tell my father as soon as you have news.
Alright, well, let's settle this brotherly dispute. I feel like dispute is too gentle of a word for what this is. This is straight betrayal. What do we got back here? More Darkspawn? Hopefully the guy's still alive. Hopefully the Darkspawn haven't gotten him yet. Good thing Merrin is helping out, because our whole party is down. It is just Merrin and Meryl. No, not Meryl. Aveline. Getting my characters mixed up. Anyway, it was just the two of them knocking down the Darkspawn emissary. That guy was tough.
Wait. You're Master Hawk. I can't believe it's you.
You're alive and you put up a good fight, man. Happy we were here to save you.
Would just be everywhere. I've heard the stories, but it's not the same as actually being down here.
Glad I found you in time.
Any longer, and the Darkspawn would have had you.
I was a fool to think we could do this by ourselves. I knew Iwan was up to something. He got so evasive every time I asked about the Blighted Sword. I still can't believe he betrayed us. Do you think he's alive?
I have no idea if he's alive. You just need to get to safety.
Let's get you out of here before the Darkspawn return.
Of course. I can't thank you enough for coming when you did, Messer. You know, I never realized what the dwarves in Orzammar are up against. They fight these monsters every day of their lives. I don't think I can sit by and let my people die while I enjoy the easy life of a merchant. Not anymore. Come find us when you return. I'm sure Father will want to thank you for saving me.
Well, looks like this has been quite the eye-opening, life-changing experience for the young dwarf, which, I mean, how could it not be, I suppose? Regardless, let's go find the final brother.
That's Iwan, isn't it?
Looks like it.
Poor bugger. Doesn't look like he got a chance to use the control rod. Maybe the golems are further in.
Guess we'll go find out, seeing as we got the control rod. May as well. We're this far in. What's a few more steps towards potentially some treasure? Oh, yep, found the golems.
Try the rod. Maybe it will do something.
Alright, let's give it a try. Are you my friend? Yeah, you're my friend! Awesome! Okay. But these guys are not my friends. Sorry to make you fight your own kind, Sir Golem. Yeah, it looks like every other golem in this place hates me. But the control rod turned one of them nice. The rest of them, not so nice. This is the moral of the story. But hey, I'm so glad we got one on our side, so. These things are thick! Which is not unexpected, I guess, seeing as they're 10 feet tall creatures made of pure rock. It'd be weirder if they weren't thick. I'm literally pushed into the corner. We're doing this full fight in first-person view, because I was, like, jammed into the corner there. Yeah, these things are not going down without a fight. Holy moly, I'm definitely glad we have one golem on our side to help out a little. Alright, those are down. There's no more here. Can we get across this bridge? We can, but it looks like there's Darkspawn down there. Hello? Yep, Darkspawn it is. Gotta take out the emissary first, because this is the one that murdered literally our whole team last time. He has some sort of like explosive move, and it was just wrecking my party, so. He's down. Now let's take out the squad in the doorway. Okay, the Darkspawn are dead. And the quest marker is leading us up these stairs to treasure cache. Nice.
The Darkspawn smashed the chest.
Yeah, but there was still 4 gold in here.
To salvage in this mess.
We're good. We got lyrium-laced bilge hoop. Which, I don't want anyone to drink that, but maybe someone will. There's 27 silver over here. And, ooh, some good stuff in this complex chest. So much good stuff, in fact, I can't even loot it all. So all's well that ends well. Well, it's not well, I guess. The brothers were still betrayed and one of them is dead. But we saved 2 of them and we got some treasure, so we made the best of a bad situation, I suppose. Let's get out of here and return to Kirkwall.
So, I never expected to be palling around with the captain of the guard.
We're not pals.
We're not? What about that time we painted each other's toenails?
What? Spa night? Was I not invited?
Love, life, and liberty. What more does a man need?
You're in a jolly mood.
Well, when you're here, I know you're not leading men into Darktown to arrest me.
I mean, she's not a Templar. Although I suppose a lot of the duties of the Templar and the City Guard overlap, but yeah. Anywho, heading here in Hightown, let's go talk to Yevon. 2 of his sons are back.
Iwan, he's not with you. I had hoped.
Father, I told you it would be too late.
He tried to kill Merrin and Emrys, and you're sad he didn't make it?
His betrayal isn't lost on me, Dira. But he'll always be my son. You've given me back 2 of my boys, Messer. I'm in your debt. Please, Take this as thanks.
We got 2 gold, we saved some lives, and that's another quest completed. Well, as you can see, even though it's been 3 years, there is not a shortage of work in Kirkwall if you're the right type of person. The right type of person being me, of course. So there you have it. That's 2 quests into Act 2. We've got a ton more to do. But as always, I just want to thank you so much for spending your time with me today. There are millions of videos on this website that you could be watching. You chose to be here, and I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate it. So thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you guys back here again really soon for another episode of Dragon Age 2. Until then, take care.